Well, there you are again. Charlie Greer podcast again today. uh, the only constant is change. That's the only thing you can count on, man. That's the only thing. That's the only normal in life is shit's gonna change. Change gonna come. That's kind of how you know when you're being bamboozled or dipshitted. Is that certain people stay in power and certain people think things don't change. What are the odds? The law of averages. They dictate certain things. That's change, man. Glaciers form, they melt. Uh, Tide of the ocean, they come in and out. I mean, shit. And of course, everybody's going, duh, we know this. But what about constant change in like someone's life, like your life? Like changing. Like you doing bad? Stop doing bad, change. Nothing can, nothing lasts forever, man. Bad, good, whatever. Change. Gonna change. Like with my YouTube channel, man, I'm getting doxxed right now. Like bad. Like bad, 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 bad. You can search on YouTube and you can't even find me. You can put in the Charlie Greer podcast, nothing will come up. Every once in a while it will. Because I've had people, I didn't know this. People, hey man, I can't find you. And then the other day, I was in my, check your stats or statistics, whatever it was. And when I was in that window, anytime I clicked on something, I lost a subscriber. Click, click, right in front of me. I said, damn, man, I haven't got that many. Better stop. Douchebaggery. That's going to change. I mean, they can't hold me down forever. It is 7:56 in the a.m. Doing this in the morning. I planned on doing it again. This might change. I planned on doing a nighttime podcast, but then I heard that they're wanting people to do a morning podcast because it's that all this bullshit. And some of the podcasts that I watched, they actually changed. They're like, well, we're at night, but then the algorithm favors people in the morning. That's why I did it. So I might have to do it at night. I do have the most energy in the morning. Maybe I'll do two. Maybe you can dox me anymore. Come on, bring on the doxing. Yeah, but change. I've had to change. Like there's certain times like change like like I used to be like really free and open about helping certain people and giving them my information, like shit that I had to work hard for. Oh, hey, change that. Friends, change them up. Your life, you drinking, whatever it is, got to change that shit. Like when I lived in Hollywood, like people would move like literally every 6 months. I knew a dude every 2 years. I had a roommate, and honestly, thank God he moved out because he was just aggravating. Well, he was cool, but I had to put up with all this horse shit. He was a trust fund kid. I've had a few trust fund kids where it's like, oh, the world's so bad on me. It's like, dude, you don't even work. Well, I helped my buddy out and I cut his. That ain't work. That ain't a job. You haven't done anything in your life. You haven't like had a goal or set goals. That's another thing about change. Goals can change. But we were in my car, and I go, "Hey, man, you know what? It's coming up in a few days. It'll be 2 years that you moved in. 2 years. I have to move every 2 years." And man, he threw his life in a flux. I was like, "Calm down." No, he was. Matter of fact, he goes, "Pull over. I want to walk. I need to think." I'm like, "Are you serious?" I did. I pulled over. Okay, man. It's like a couple miles from home, LA miles, which are like every block, you just never know. Um, and he was like bamboozled. He pulled a horrible drunk that night, and he was trying to explain it. He was in, and he at least admitted it. He was in a rut where he just threw his life up put it in a blender and just not in a good way. And of course, like a while after that, can I come back? It's like, shit, man. No, I got another trust fund kid. And that's the truth. I did. I got another trust fund kid. But if there's something, and again, I know this is, it should be like unconscious knowledge, but if there's something wrong in your life, change it up. Do something different. Like that episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza realized that everything he does is wrong, so he just does the opposite, and then he becomes like successful. Yeah, that's a thing. You might want to be doing that. Not you, but the collective you, me included. Some of the shit I'm talking about, I don't exempt myself from. I'm in this horrible world too. Yeah, it's a kick in the nuts. Like yesterday, I ranted and raved about Ozzy Osbourne lip syncing. And I saw people like, oh my God, we're so grateful and so lucky to witness this fucking train wreck. So I thought I'd mix it up today and talk about change. Maybe Ozzy needs some change. He does need some change. Like change, whatever. How many more gigs you got to do? I got to the point in my life where I was like, man, I can't do this. The thrill is gone. I hated playing live. I've been doing it since I was like 15. When I hit 40, I was like, you know what? Enough. I don't need that. It was almost like a pacifier, like you're getting your self-worth from performing in front of. How sad is that? What kind of mindset do you have? Or I had anyway. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. And I had to cancel. I canceled gigs. Or didn't people were, hey, I want you to, no. But I'm changing that up too. Because I'm going to start gigging again. Probably solo at first. Put a little band together. I might do covers though. I might just do a cover band. I've most of the time I did like original music, and yeah, I'd rather, you can make granted you can make money on original music. Pardon me. But covers are like, hey, it's less, you don't have to think about shit. You can go in there on autopilot. Now, writing songs to me, it was personal. So I had to get like, when you're creating something, like my paintings aren't as much. I can just do my abstract thing. That's another. I got to start painting again. Since I've moved in February, it's been like 6-7 months. I haven't been doing my shit I would do in LA. Granted, there's not. One part is the weather. I used to walk every day. Here, it's either raining or it's so hot and the humidity, and it's like, oh my God, and the mosquitoes. That's another thing. Shit, I wish the mosquitoes would change. My dogs are ate up with mosquitoes. I'm ate up every time I go out. I forgot about the mosquitoes in the Midwest. Son of a bitch. They're brutal. But changing. I got to the point when I living in Hollywood or LA, I would be like, man, this apartment building is crazy. People are pulling off the fire alarms and just weird shit, pissing in the hallways. I'm gonna change this up. Move to wherever. Get another job. Get another acting gig, whatever it was. Take an acting class, do something. So I'm in a flux right now. Been there before, and I know what's coming. The reward. See, this is the thing. People don't know about setting goals. And again, people are going, yeah, we do. But it doesn't seem like they do. People, I don't know. So setting goals, sticking to your guns, the follow through, right? So in the beginning, it might be a little, shit, I don't know what I'm doing. How about that? Just keep doing it. You tripped up or whatever. And this state of flux I'm in is, I knew it was coming. Matter of fact, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought when I moved from LA, I'm like, oh man, I'm moving to Illinois. But LA's not what it's used to be. Again, I'm stuck in my financial bubble, which most people don't even want to admit, but I am. We are. And where am I going to go? What can I afford? And also, I was planning on other places. And I was talking to these people online and calling them, in St. Louis, this, that, and the other, Tennessee, wherever the hell I was looking at. Well, you can't do this. You can't do that. No overnight guests. No smoking. No, fuck. What do you mean? Is this the USSA? I mean, shit. No overnight guests. I mean, granted, I don't have that many overnight guests, but still, it's like maybe I want some. And one single occupancy, you can't have that. And I have dogs, 2 dogs, no dogs. No, it narrowed down that's why I ended up where I was at. I had cool friends here. Landlord likes me. Hey, bam, here I am. And again, it wasn't as bad as I thought, because I knew that coming from people hate California now, coming to Illinois, and I've had to deal with that. I've had to, well, you're some dancer from California. Like some dude told me that. A dancer. And he knew who I was. Just to have to say that nanny boo-boo kind of shit until I got in his face. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yeah, huh? Cowardice. People are only like, I don't know what's happened to people. Is it me? They're just confident in their insecurities and their bad mistakes. Well, I'm about to make another bad mistake. And they're just all peacocking around. Bad change is not good. Self-sabotage is not good. And we're all guilty of that too. We've all like treated a girlfriend bad or quit a job we shouldn't have or a band or whatever it is. A lot of times in my situation, it's like I'd be hungover. Just like, leave me alone. A lot of people will come at you when you're in that kind of flux. That's when the true ride or die show up, your friends. You don't need that many friends, man. You think that, I need all the, no. You need like 1 or 2 real good friends that don't judge you, that'll listen to your bullshit, and vice versa. That's one thing about me. If I'm your friend, I don't give all this advice and kind of listen to you and then go, well, this is what you should know. Who the hell wants to do that? That's why people will come to me and can talk to me. Hell, people I barely know. I mean, I wouldn't consider them friends, but people I either work with or know or been in bands with or whatever the hell, used to date. They know that I've got I'm not going to judge them. Like, well, see, I've ixnayed most of those people out of my life. If you're not, again, they have this like smile on their face, like, oh, well, here I get to, nuh-uh, huh? Don't need that. So how do you change? I'm just going to make this stupid. Every moment. You could be drunk and you could still make it in your mind. Well, I'm gonna make some changes. And you got to stick with it. And sometimes they don't happen. Like I was shocked when I got here. I was trying to, I have a Mercedes. I'm trying to sell it, lowballed it, nothing. What? But then I realized, wait a minute, it's where I'm at. I'm in a friggin' farm community, man. Everybody has trucks. Nobody has any Mercedes. Mercedes, man. The funny thing is, this farmer's kid wants my Mercedes. He's like, oh my God, he wants it. He'll probably buy it. And I'm about to put that back up. And I realized, well, if I'm going to do my hustle, meaning like selling cars and guitars, I either got to go to like Chicago or St. Louis because I'm kind of like in between. And I wanted to move to St. Louis. I have friends there, family. It just went, for one, it's one of the most dangerous cities in the world, probably. And it's gotten expensive, even in the bad areas. And again, no dogs, you can't smoke, no overnight guests, no off-street parking. What the fuck? No thanks. That'd be a no, followed by a thanks. And I don't internalize this shit. This is another thing. People, no. I'll say, man, don't internalize that. Oh, no, you are internalizing. That's why I said that to you. Nuh-uh. Bro. You're holding it in like you're holding your breath. I mean, shit, let that shit out. Let it roll off your chest, your back, whatever. Change gonna come. Constant change. That's the only constant in life is change. So if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, it's this, it's you. And subconsciously, you must like what's going on. You'll get used to horrible situations. It's like the damn Stockholm syndrome. Again, most people, for one, you can't reach most people. I learned that a long time ago. I ain't gonna try. They'll come to you for advice, and then knowing they're gonna, like, dude, why did you even ask me? If you're like, see, that's all they do in life. All they do, create these problems, and then they'll help me. And no, it's you. People have went fucking, I don't even know. People I used to know and look up to and were inspired by, what the fuck happened to them? I mean, just about, for one, most of my friends are dead. I've got to this age where it's like, fuck, I ain't got all my buddies back in Tennessee, gone in the ground. And they, and they had more opportunity than me. And I was the one that was supposed to be, oh, Charlie, he ain't going to make it. He won't make 27. Did better than them all, conquered, accomplished more, didn't stay on the teat, meaning stay around, no. Put myself in more danger and more like, but I had more opportunity, had more fun. That's another thing. Shit. That's one thing, as bad as it gets. I can just think back like, oh my God, I can't be that, because I've had so much fun. I did it on my own too. I didn't like, well, I'm part of this group now, and this little, and they helped me out. My dad got me. None of that. I didn't have any of that. I was like damn near on my own when I was 17. You just got to do it. And then still people, there's another thing. They'll project onto you what they do. He's lazy when they've never done anything. That's the biggest one. They'll just catch you yawning, like, and you're yawning because you're so tired of walking 100 miles or whatever the hell it was. Look at how lazy he is. It's you. See, that's another reason why certain people can't be around me, because I don't allow that. I don't allow people to verbally abuse, even if it's strangers or people I know. I don't give a fuck who you are. In my mind, that's sin. People are living Luciferian lives. Now, you might think that's cool. Not me. And they don't know. That's another scary thing, is people don't know they're living these Luciferian lives, man. Read some Aleister Crowley. You'll fucking love thy neighbor. Forget about that. See, people are in this delusion, like, well, see, I'm nice to the people around me, but everybody else, I'm well, yeah, you're about to find out. One of these days, might not be tomorrow, but this dimension we're in right now is a blink of an eye, considering fucking eternity. And I'm a born again Christian, and I ain't scared to fucking admit it. And I'm not perfect. I'm not like a Bible thumper and telling people I just stand. Shit, it happened. Had some shit happen to me. Near death experiences, and I was saved. Hallelujah, Jesus. So I can't go back to, I can't be out in the bars and whoring around. As much as I'd like to. Not really. I mean, again, I've had so much fun. I've had so much, again, little personal accomplishments to me mean everything. Setting goals, just setting little things. And it could be anything. But again, people think that is just their education and this, that, a piece of paper that taught me or tells me that I'm, or the job I have. I'm talking about personal shit that you can do without these. Can you guys hear that? My dog fighting over a bone. Change. See, one of them had the bone, then the other one has. They know. Like smoking. I quit for 11 years. Then I started again. It's going to stop. Tired of these shit, but it's helped me out now. I got nerves. I got, anxiety. I got it out of control, but it's a thing. We all have problems. At least I can admit mine, and I'm not trying to blame others. That's another thing. People blaming everybody. Well, I could have done this if no, man. What do you think? It takes two to tango. When you have somebody usually it's a friend or an acquaintance that you're blaming, family, whatever it is. It's you. It's me. It's who it ain't everybody else. Now, granted, there are times where people like steal from you and this, that, and the other, but most of the time it's up to you. People look up to people that are cool, calm, and collective in their own life, not being cocky and this. I mean, it's not peacocking around, and just being supportive of people, not putting their, well, that's it, your fault because you did that. No, not like that. Never have been. Don't like to be around people that are like that. Don't talk shit about people. People try to lure you into that. Hey, and being able to read people, I know people that talk shit about. I can tell. I already know. My spidey sense. Man, I wish I could make money doing that. Maybe I should start like some kind of like a consultant business, or I can consultation. I'll tell you that. But it's sad, and I know it's up to me to change my life and to do whatever I want to conquer whatever the hell I want to do. But again, what is up with people? Like I've heard around here, and I was reading on Blabbermouth, the dude from Striper, saying, we're in the end times. Maybe we are. Shit. I mean, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. People like being unhappy, maybe. Again, they relish in it. It's like a warm blanket. It's like a pacifier. They'll never admit it. Oh, no, Zan. Or they can only be happy when I'm going to Vegas, or I'm about to go to vacation. I'm going to go to the beach. If you're not set in your mind, you're going to be laying on the beach cackling about the same shit you've always cackled about. Like I've been putting off recording because I'm in a flux myself. It's like, man, I wrote like 2 albums, and this was a couple years back. The one was years ago, 10 years ago, I wrote it. And like, do I want to go down the road again? Do I really want to, And now that I'm like, I don't show people. I used to be like, hey, look at this new song, and then like 6 months later, part of it's in their song. And these are supposed to be like friends I know. That's happened my whole, or my art. I do these abstract nudes, and I got doxxed, even my nudes, back in like 2000. Shit, when it was like 2005, 2000. That's how you're nude. You think in the art world? Oh no. So this one artist, she started doing nudes, the same thing as I did, and she was doing pretty good. Sometimes change, okay, is bad, and they don't have any foresight. I did a group show with this girl, and she was doing pretty well. So it was just both, one wall was her, one wall was me. And of course, I was curating the show. Then the owners of it wasn't a gallery, it was like a restaurant, but they did art shows, and she knew. I don't think I made her sign anything, but it's like, hey, man, verbal agreement, 20% goes to the house. That did, see. And some rich guy come in, just trying to pick her up, getting laid. You know how they, baby, I'm going to buy all this. And she's like, and I was standing right there. She's like, well, you know what? Let me take it down so I don't have to pay that. And I go, whoa. I'm standing right here. Like, don't. She's like, fuck you. Like, fuck me. You were begging to be in this show. Without what I did for you, you wouldn't even have. And I go, and also, you're going to piss off these people. It'll get around. You won't have a show. Have some foresight. Yeah, you're going to make about $5,000 here, maybe a little bit more. How long can you live on that in LA? She lived in Venice, so it wasn't going to be a lot of money. I mean, that month or two, she could live off that. And of course, she did. And it was embarrassing. There was people there, and I let her get. It wasn't like I was going, no. I was like, hey, do it. And the owners were like, what are you doing? And she literally told us to fuck off. Like literally, fuck you. And then the dude was like, she's like, yeah, it's good. Took her paintings off. We're like, what the hell? Granted, I sold some paintings too, but Right off the bat, the owner pulled me away. It's like, look, man, I don't want to hear about her again. Do not. Don't you know? I own this. Doesn't she realize the bridge she's burning? Like, man, I told her. Like, I don't. And honestly, I don't care. Again, people will just like sabotage everything. Again, I'm talking about change. Well, guess what changed in her life? The friggin' she couldn't get a show. Other gallery, everybody hears about it. It's a small world. Next thing I know, months later, she's calling me. Oh, I lost my apartment. I'm living on this couch. You know, I might have to go back to wherever. Help me. Help you. Last time I helped you, you bit my hand. I mean, like shit. And I don't even think that guy paid her. Something happened. You know, it was a mess. And I was like, I can't help you, man. You change. See, that change is not good in that situation. Then I ran into her. Oh my God. Meth mouth, missing teeth. Again, it's a slippery slope. I felt bad for her, man. I let her borrow like $40. Pay it forward kind of thing. Again, I'm not going to be, just because someone, again, I don't want to be around her, but I was doing okay. And yeah, here's $40, you know, go buy bologna and crack or whatever the fuck you're doing, you know. Change. And then some things you don't want to change, meaning like certain, you know, things in your life, like you don't want to become a criminal or, you know what I'm talking about? Your values. There's certain things I won't budge on. But I'm talking about like, and mental things too. How you think, you know, like say if you're going to, one day I'm going to eat my own poop. No, that ain't good. That ain't a good change. There's people out there that like, pardon me, you know, 5% of the population are psychopaths and sociopaths. So we all know them. We've all met, dated, whoever, whatever it is. They change the mental health. We can't eat shit. Where are you going to go? And they kind of demonize the, you know, if you're sick, you're sick. Just get mental illness is a sickness. Shit. If you had a cold or you had something you need to cut off your arm, you wouldn't let it grow with their mind, they will. Matter of fact, that's another thing about people. They don't think that their mind it's like the last thing on their mind. It's how they think in their mind and this, that, and the other. Drives me crazy. I won't say anything to them. Again, I learned this a long time ago. One of the worst things for you is to give advice to other people. Yet our society thinks, oh no, you just got to be cackling and try to tell people how to know. Nuh-uh. Let them be supportive. Listen to enough. You know, you can't again, people will just like pull you down and drain you. They're like a psychic vampire, especially when you're doing good or trying to do good. See, the people that have never accomplished anything are the ones that are going to doubt you. And I learned this a long time ago. So I just kind of like, oh yeah, man, I don't get mad about it. I accept people for who they are. Sometimes I cut them out of my life. Again, don't be cutting everybody out of your life, but sometimes you got to get, you know, nope, bye, so long. It's like a weight off your shoulders. Like there's people I haven't seen in fucking 20 years or more. And then they'll email or something acting like, oh, they have some kind of power over me or I got some kind of emotional tie. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't care how close we used to be. You're the last thing on my mind. Why would I want to be around that? Change. They haven't changed. Again, certain things they have, maybe they've changed what they do and all this other stuff. I'm not going to point the fingers at people. But it's, again, sad. Where are the dreamers? I've said this over and over in my podcast. And I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about people that like dream. Like, I'm going to do this. It starts with a thought, a dream. Are people so scared and insecure that they can't, again, I get keeping shit close to your chest that you don't want everybody knowing. But where have they gone? I mean, I watch YouTube video. I don't even watch TV anymore. I just watch YouTube. I surf up all this shit. And some of these successful podcasters, they're making fun of people or coattail riding off other accomplishments, or, and that could be even like, you know, I'm here. And some of these I'd like to watch, but it just drives me crazy. It's like, dude, you're just doing the same thing that Hugh Hauser did fucking 30, 40 years ago. Love Hugh Hauser. But Hugh Hauser had a little bit of his own personality. He wasn't, I loved Hugh. California Gold. He's from Tennessee. Another Tennessean. Foresight. Follow through. Like a farmer. I got to till that land, and then I know those seeds will sprout. Well, next spring. Well, that shit. That's how you got to do with your mind, with your goals, with your thoughts. Oh, no. No. They're just drinking soda and eating Skittles and fucking potato chips and all this processed food. Make a fucking bag of beans or just canned beans. What I'm about to do, and I've been doing this forever, is peel a pound soup. Google it, YouTube it, whatever. It's basically broth and cabbage and tomatoes and vegetables, potatoes, whatever you want to do. And then you're eating that. It's a cleanse. Eating that, your body burns more fat than it does, so you're losing weight as you're eating. The more you eat this shit, the more you'll lose weight. So you're supposed to do it for a week, and you'll lose about 5-7 pounds. You'll clean out and I was thinking about that yesterday, and then today I was like, when I got up, I was like, man, I'm definitely going to do the peel a pound. I haven't done it about a year. I usually do it like once a year. This weekend, I hadn't eaten McDonald's in forever. And my friend was like, yeah, I'm buying. We'll get some. And I got a Filet-O-Fish meal. Oh my God. It was good while I was eating it, but it seems I still feel it. Like, what the fuck? Should have known better. Because I don't eat that shit. And in the town I'm in right now, the busiest business in town is McDonald's. Every time I drove by, and I'm driving by there a couple times a day, it's wrapped around the line in the drive-thru. And they have 2 parking lots. It's a pretty big McDonald's. Man, they must be in there. Okay. So this weekend when I had McDonald's, we're in the drive-thru. I was like, man, I'm going to go to the restroom. And I went into this McDonald's. It looked like they were busy. It looked like a war room. The front. Man, they had like 20 people back there. It wasn't that big of an area because they have to make up that fake, whatever that food is made out of. Again, I ate, and also the fillet of fish was so small. I remember them being kind of big. Not anymore. And the French fries were supposed to be a large. It was so small. Of course, the Coke was huge. Too much. This corn syrup, and I hadn't drank a Coke that big in a long time. Of course, and then I was pissing like crazy. Got that toxic. That's why I got to do this peel a pound shit. Got to get that. I got to do a cleanse. And it's not the perception of other people about me. It's me. I don't give a damn what I have to feel good. It's just like, oh my God, am I gaining some weight? Am I doing something? Yeah. Because I quit walking. I gotta burn that shit out. Cleanse it out. Change. Don't go changing for me. Don't go changing for the worst either. Look, I do this every day. Again, I'm going to start doing this change twice a day. Start doing it in the evening. Might have a beer. Maybe that's when I open me up. Have a beer while I'm doing this instead of coffee. But I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Be blessed. Cheers.